Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Lad Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has credited us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American. One of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, with another video. And the title of this video is going to be Temporary Suffering for Eternal Glory. Temporary suffering for eternal glory. And that just goes into what we have to suffer down here on this earth, for righteousness' sake. Because this is our lot to walk as Israelites. This is the path that the Most High has put us on. And this is how he saw fit for us to receive the fullness of the inheritance, man. It has to be through suffering. And the thing is, our Lord Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, he walked this path first, man. You see, everything that we're going through, everything that Yahweh Shai went through, the suffering, the being persecuted, the being lied upon, the being demonized, so forth and so on, we're going to have to partake in some of those things as well. Because what? This is our lot to walk. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, and this is something that you have to fully embody, man, because we are coming into dark times. We are coming into savage times. We are coming into times where we're going to be tried to the utmost. But you have to understand and know that all these things that we're about to suffer through, that we're going to have to go through as the true believers of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, this is all for our faith to be tested. You see, this is all for our faith to be tested, man. That's what it's all about. So we're going to be put in crazy situations by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We're going to have to go through trials and tribulations, and we're already going through some to a certain extent, but it's going to continue to ramp up the closer we get to the end. You see, but this is our lot to walk as the sons of God, man. As the Israelites, we must walk this path. There is no other way for us to enter into the kingdom except this way right here that the Most High has set us on. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 3. It says, "And I said, speak on my power. And then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?" Exactly. So the Most High has promised us, man. The Most High has promised us access to everything in existence. The Most High has promised us full rulership and authority and dominion in the earth forevermore. You see, access and control to all the resources. Go read the blessings of Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 68, 1 through 14. Salakia, slow down. You see, this is what awaits us after Esau's empire falls. At the end, after Esau's blessing expires, everything awaits us, man. You see? But there's a certain way that we must go to obtain it. And there is no other way. So the shit that we go through in our daily lives, the trials and tribulations that we suffer on a daily basis, the main thing with the plagues of the mind, which are those demons coming and try to put wicked thoughts in your mind, try to sow seeds of doubt, you see, so forth and so on. That's happening on a daily basis. This is a part of this straight gate. And we must continue to fight, man. Because it's only for a short amount of time. You got to understand. Everything You got to understand that this shit that we see around us is only temporary. We're going to only have to suffer this for a little while longer. And then after this, eternity, right? Eternity. Understand that. Blessed for eternity. So the shit that we're going through now is a small affliction, small suffering compared to what is going to be for the rest of eternity. You see? The time is going to come where there will be no more suffering for us, man. No more curse for us. And it's going to be like that for the rest of time. Forever and always, right? But we must go through this narrow passage, man. This straight gate. Now it goes on to say, verse 6. There's also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, because there's trials and tribulations and tests on both sides of us. You see? This is how it is walking through this straight gate. You got things that are trying to pull you to and fro, whether that be what a woman trying to distract you, or Satan coming to try to plant, like I said, seeds of disbelief in you. That lazy demon come that try to get on you. You don't want to read, you don't want to do no videos. All these are things that we have to fight through, man. This is the condition of the battle, right? And we're fighting to receive what? That reward, that promise that the Most High has made unto us, going all the way back to what He promised unto our forefathers. Now it goes on to say, verse 8, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Because every one of us who claim to believe in Yahweh Shah, we have to walk this path on our own. That's why that's what the scriptures tell you to be what? Fully persuaded in your own mind. Let every man be fully persuaded that this is the truth, man. Because we're all going to have to walk the walk very soon to prove our faith unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is necessary. You see? Can't nobody have faith for you. Can't nobody believe for you. So every single last one of us who claim to believe in Yahweh Shah, we're going to have to prove it very soon. This is a part of us coming into our inheritance. Verse 9 says what? If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never passed the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Exactly, there it is. There is no way for us to receive everything that the Most High has promised us unless we go the route that the Most High has put us on. And that's what? Walking and enduring in this straight gate. Because we're fighting to be a part of that first dominion. See, we're not like some of these niggas out here who like, well, we're going to be in the kingdom anyway. I might as well do whatever I want to do. See, that's a loser's mentality, man. See, we want to be beamed up when Yahweh Shah returns. We want to be those men who are sitting on Yahweh Shah's council, man, being a part of that 144,000. See, we want the greatest portion of the reward. You see? We're not trying to be regular Israelites in the kingdom of heaven, man. We want to be in that glory that we had with Yahweh Shah from the beginning. You see? So we have to endure in this straight gate. Verse 10 says what? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so is Israel's portion. So this is necessary for us to do. We have to go through this dangerous path. But the Most High has comforted us all throughout the scriptures and told us, don't worry, don't fear, don't doubt. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to hold your right hand. I'm going to lift you with the right hand of my righteousness. I'm going to help you, O men of Israel. This is what the Most High is constantly telling us all throughout the scriptures. To comfort us as we're on this walk. So back in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17, it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment. You see that? The affliction that we go through on a daily basis that we're enduring as we come to the end of Esau's blessing, it's only for a moment, man. It's only for a moment. Because what's next is forever. You see? So 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17 says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory." You see that? Eternal glory is coming, man. This temporary shit that we go through on a daily here, for the last few seconds of Esau's kingdom, is nothing compared to what we're going to come into. You got to understand that. Forever blessed is what awaits us after Esau's empire falls, man. It's never going to stop for us. We're going to always be up, always increasing, always being fruitful and multiplying. And we're going to be completely righteous forevermore. Immortals, man. That's what comes after this. You see? So this shit that we go through here in Babylon for the moment, and wherever brothers may be scattered to in the earth, the shit we're going through on a daily basis don't compare to what we're about to be brought into, man. You see? So hold on. Hold on, man. Because it's going to be well worth it. Just wait and see. Verse 18 says what? While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal. Everything that we see around us, how the earth is being ran, Esau being in power, the heathen nations ruling over us being oppressed, us suffering in this wicked ass flesh, is all temporary. It's all for a moment. It's not going to last forever, man. You see that? And this is what the Most High is promising. I'm putting my money on the word of the Lord being fulfilled. Because it must. It must come to pass as he said it would. So all this shit we see around us is temporary. Our condition is temporary. This was never the place where the Most High wanted us to stay forever. And he never wanted us to be in this condition forever. And this is why he tells us all throughout prophecy that what? He's coming to what? Change us, upgrade us, bring us into all the things that he promised unto our forefathers. Bring us back into the land that he promised unto our forefathers. He's going to save us from the hands of our enemies. This is all the Most High talks about throughout the scriptures, man. He tells us, yeah, I punished you. I wounded you with the wound of an enemy, so forth and so on. But guess what? I'm going to heal you. I'm going to bring you back unto me through my son, Yahushua. I'm going to glorify you. You're going to be the trees of righteousness that I planted, the work of my hands, that he may be glorified. And it's all happening. It's all going to happen, man. So it goes on to say, matter of fact, 2 Corinthians 4:18, one more time. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And we're waiting for the unseen, man. We're waiting for Yahushua to return and fulfill everything that the Most High has spoken. And it's going to happen. You see, our suffering is coming to an end, man. Temporary suffering for eternal glory. That's what's that, you see? Or temporary suffering, then eternal glory. Let's get Romans 8:18. Romans 8:18 tells us what? For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with us. So like it. Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So the shit that we're going through now does not compare to the glory that the Most High is prepared to bring us into. None of this compares, man. And that's why you have to keep this at the forefront of your mind. You have to keep the vision at the forefront. You see? And put your head down and power through every day, knowing and understanding that this shit gonna come to an end eventually. It's going to come to an end eventually. The Most High promised. You see, he swore upon himself that he would uphold and keep it. You see, you got to keep these things in remembrance, man. Because Satan comes on a daily to try to pull you away from the vision. You see? He comes every day to try to plant those souls of disbelief. Can't feed into that shit, man. Because we know what the Most High has spoken. We know what he promised. And we know that he's going to fulfill it. You see? So it's going to be rough. Yeah. And that's the way that we've been set up to enter into the kingdom. But it's going to be okay, man. So Acts chapter 14 verse 22 says what? confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. There it is. Through much tribulation, and those perilous times are coming, where our enemies are going to come against us full force, man, as the Most High said they will. But on the flip side of that, the Most High has promised to do what? Protect us and shield us, defend us, help us. You see? All we got to do is continue to believe, man, and trust in the Lord, and the Most High, and through Yahweh Shai, is going to take care of everything else. That's what's written. We can't believe nothing else. This is what it's going to be. And it's okay. Our Lord Yahweh Shai showed us that it's going to be okay. He even suffered the what? He suffered death on the cross, man. And before he was even put on the cross, he was beat brutally, man. And he endured all that for what? For the joy that was set before him. Let's get that real quick. So like, man, my memory is fucking terrible. But I can remember the scriptures. But it says what? Hebrews 12 and 2, it says, looking unto Yahweh Shai, real quick. Hebrews 12 and 2, it says, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith. You see that? The author and finisher of our faith, man. Yahweh Shai finished the mission. You see? He did what he was supposed to do. Now it's our turn to complete our mission. It says what? Hebrews 12 and 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despised the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. There it is. He endured everything, and now he's at the right hand side of the Most High, the second most powerful being to exist. And he accomplished by what? Being obedient. Through all hell, through all the hell he had to suffer, through all the tribulation. You see, he endured the straight gate. And he was rewarded, as the Most High promised. So if we call ourselves following Yahweh Shai and believing on him, if we complete our course, is not the Most High going to uphold the promise he made unto us as well? Of course he is, man. You got to believe that. Because we're going to go through some things. But eternal glory awaits, man. You see? Eternal glory awaits. Let's get Psalms 34:19. It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai delivereth him out of them all. There it is. So we're going to go through many afflictions, but on the flip side of that, we take comfort in what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai delivering us from them all. Because of what? Because the faith and trust that we have in him and in Yahweh Shai. You see? There it is. And continuing on in that faith and that trust and that belief in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring us into that eternal glory, man. A glory that we can't comprehend. And this is something that the Most High has been promised to bring us into. Now, you see, we're walking the path to finally enter into everything the Most High promised. You see that? Let's go back to the what am I looking for? Oh yeah, Wisdom of Solomon, Salakia, chapter 3. If I ain't mistaken. Yep. Oh man. Yeah. We can start at verse 1. Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Because we understand and we're fully persuaded and fully resolved in our minds to endure everything that we have to endure. You see, we're fully resolved and now we're at peace. Even if it means being obedient unto death. We're at peace with that because we know and understand the Most High is going to reward us. It says what? Verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, Yet is their hope full of immortality. You see that? That's what our hope is full of. We have a lively hope, man. An immortal hope. And that's what's going to be granted unto us if we continue to endure. Because once we're in the kingdom of heaven, man, we're going to look back on this shit like, man, what the fuck was I tripping over, man? What the fuck was we worried about? Look at us. 5,000 years later, we still living. 20,000 years. 40,000, 50,000, 100,000 and 50 years from now. 150,000 years from now. All this shit that we've gone through, it's going to be a distant memory. We're not going to You're not going to be thinking about when that time you couldn't pay your phone bill. You see, that time you were down to your last $20 and whatever it may be. You're not going to be thinking about the time when you got fired from your job because they saw you on the highways and about. You're not going to be thinking about none of that shit. All this shit is temporary, man. This is a part of the test. You know what I'm saying? That's all this is, man. That's all it is. And may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai continue to keep us rooted in this faith, man. In this belief, in this trust that he's blessed us to have in him and his son. Because this is what we're fighting for, immortality. While you have on the flip side, these idiots fighting for this wicked ass kingdom to continue on. We're fighting for the kingdom to come. We're fighting to be brought into immortality, into rulership. You see? And we're going to continue to cleave onto it, man. Now it goes on to say, verse 5, and having been a little chastised. That's what we're going through now, a little chastisement as correction. You see? And it's making us better. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is cultivating us to be the men that he created us to be. He's molding us into that fine gold, man, getting all those impurities up out of us. You see? All those wicked characteristics that we picked up being here in Babylon the Great. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, well, let's say it like this. Yahweh Shai is purging all that bullshit up out of us, man. That's a part of the chastisement process. And if we continue to endure, what does it say? They shall be greatly rewarded beyond all belief, man. Isaiah 64:4 tells you that. The reward that the Most High is about to bestow upon us for laboring and enduring and believing and having faith and doing these videos on the highways and byways, being brotherly one toward another, so forth and so on, is going to be far beyond anything that we can fully comprehend. You see? This shit we go through right now is only temporary, man. It's temporary suffering. But we're going to receive that great reward in the form of what? Eternal glory, man. Now it goes on to say, for the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace have he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. You see that? This is what we're fulfilling. As we continue on in this straight gate, we can't give up, man. Can't give up, because what the fuck you going to go back to? What is there to go back to in Esau's system that you're willing to throw away this blessed position that's been bestowed upon us to serve the Lord? What you gonna give this up to do? What, go back and try to be a rapper? You see, you gonna give up all this. You gonna give up the chance to sit as a member of Yahweh Shai's 144,000 to go be a producer? Or you want to be a party promoter, huh? What the fuck are you know what I'm saying, going back to, man? You gonna leave and go be a family man? Hey, you and your family gonna be burned up in this fire that's coming, man. There's nothing outside of this truth you're worth forsaking the truth for, man. Nothing. So just keep fighting, man. Because once again, it's going to be well worth it when it's all said and done. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 7, it says, as gold in the furnace have you tried them and received them as a burnt offering, man. We're making our bodies a living sacrifice. You know? And the Most High is going to reward us for that. Also, yeah. So, Let's show you this. Isaiah 64:4, man. It says, "For since the beginning of the world men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O Most High, beside thee, what he hath prepared for him that waited for him." So what the Most High has in store for his obedient children can't be comprehended, man. We got to keep saying that. It cannot be comprehended, the glory that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to bring us into. You see? Because once again, the little trials you go through in your daily life, your woman might leave you, you might have a financial situation, you might have a home housing situation going on, you might have having car issues, ailments in the bodies, in your body, fucking demons plaguing your mind, fucking with you when you try to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Don't none of that shit compare to what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is about to bring us into, man. What the Most High has reserved for us to enter into in the kingdom of heaven. You know? I promise. None of this shit what we see around us compares to what it's really gonna be. And we can't even fully explain how glorious it's gonna be. You know? But it's going to be well worth it. Let's jump to Revelation 2. Because like we said, man, we have to go through these trials and tribulations as a test. And may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua give us the strength to endure all things that he's going to bring us into. But Revelation 2:10 tells us, this is a comforting scripture right here. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, because we shall suffer, man. It's a part of the walk. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. That devil being who? Esau Edom. And we see who's back in the office now. The same guy that was talking about bringing back capital punishments. Do you know what a capital punishment is? A capital punishment is guillotine. The capital punishment is firing squad, lynchings, gas chambers, lethal injections. Those are capital punishments. You see? And some of us we might find ourselves in these scenarios because we know and understand that these devils are going to come up against us. You see, they're going to come and grab some of us up. How do we know? That's what prophecy says. The Lord Yahushua is telling us right here. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. It's a possibility for any one of us to find ourselves in this situation to fulfill this prophecy. And why is this going to happen? It goes on to say that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. And that's just a complete number of days. Motherfuckers might be in there waterboarding you, all type of shit, man. You never know. You never know. You see, but we're going to be wherever the Most High has us. If we find ourselves in this situation, it's going to be for a complete number of days, for however long the Most High sees fit. And what does it say? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. You hear that? That's victory. That's victory right there, man. This is the eternal glory Yahushua is promising us if we stay faithful, even unto death, just as he did. You see? And let's get another one. Let's get Revelation 20:4. Hey, this time is coming because that MOTB is coming. And when we refuse it, this is going to be the result, because we don't plan on taking that bullshit, man. Because once again, what is there to go back to in Esau society? What, these raggedy ass women out here that's being ran through? You see? What is there to go back to? To go back eating this fucking defiled food where you don't know where it come from? And now they're talking about giving you fucking food made of bugs. What is there to go back to? To go back to working these bullshit ass 9-to-5s, or paying bills and having to live in a society where wickedness is able to just run rampant and there's no consequence for the madness that's going on? You gonna go back to that? Fuck no, man. We are moving forward, man. We are moving forward into glory through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So Revelation 20:4 says what? And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, Esau's power structure, neither his image, his wicked way of living, based and founded upon the ancient Roman Empire. You see, this is why we see all this lewdness and madness and perversity going on. Perverseness, whatever. You see, we see all that going on because this whole society is being what? Established on the same principles as the ancient Roman Empire. That's why you see nothing but wickedness going on in this place. And we're not for this madness, man. It says what? Neither had received his mark, which is the RFID, CHIP, and that Neuralink, or let's say it like this, any type of brain-computer interface. That's a form of the MOTB. It ain't just the Neuralink. But it goes on to say, neither had received his mark upon their forehead, once again, that those brain-computer interfaces, or in their hands, which is the RFID, CHIP, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years, meaning what? We were part of that first dominion. You see, Lord willing, we'd be a part of that number. See, that's what comes with standing stiffly and boldly for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, being able to be with Yahweh Shai and being a part of that first dominion, being a part of that 144,000. See, that's what we're longing for. You see, we want that. Now, and once again, that shows you that us having to be beheaded is not a loss. Us being beheaded allows us to sit upon thrones with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom of heaven. So what is that? That's temporary suffering for eternal glory. You see that? You see? This is what it's going to be, man. And when we go into all the things the Most High has promised us, he's gonna bestow upon us, man. Just the first and foremost, that righteous, immortal body being brought into the fullness of the second covenant, and then all the things that we have access because we're brought into that state, man. Listen, it tells you the Most High is gonna give us our heart's desires forevermore, man. Can you imagine that? Anything that we want in the kingdom of heaven, He gonna grant it to us in great abundance. He ain't gonna hold nothing back from us. That's what we're fighting for. We're not fighting to continue on in this limited as existence up under Esau, man. We're fighting to be set free and to have complete control, rulership, authority, and dominion in the planet Earth and all throughout the universe, according to what the Most High has promised to bring us into. You see? And this is what it's going to be, man. Eternal glory is coming. You see? I wanted to go into that Deuteronomy 30, but I'm already at 32 minutes, 33 minutes. So I'll just wrap it up on that, man. That's the point. But you see what it's going to be, man. Hold up. Matter of fact, this is, We'll wrap it up on this. This is, Yeah. Revelation 21:1, it says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. This is talking about what? The new age being ushered in. The new age of righteousness, led and spearheaded by our Lord Yahweh Shai. The kingdom of heaven being established on earth. You see that? The first heaven and the first earth is what? The heathen having rulership and authority and dominion on the earth. And it ends with Esau. It ends with America falling. You see? This shit is coming to an end, just like the Most High said it would. So Revelation 21:1, it says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. What he's witnessing right here is us descending out of the heavens after being beamed up. Now, at this point, we've gone through the crowning ceremony that we read about in 2 Ezra chapter 2, and now it's time for us to come down out of the chariot and take over the planet Earth, you see, and take the kingdom, as it tells us in Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. You see? At this point, we're in the fullness of the second covenant. At this point, we're immortal. never sinning again, meaning we will never die again. You see, in the fullness of our glory, just like the Most High promised to bring us into. Now it goes on to say, verse 3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. There it is. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to dwell in the midst of us, man, because we're going to be completely righteous in the fullness of the second covenant, in those new righteous immortal bodies. No more sin found amongst the Israelites ever. We're going to find ourselves fully tied back to the Most High through Yahweh Shai, as he promised us he would fulfill, man. He promised that he would do it. And this goes all the way back to what he promised Abraham in Genesis chapter 17. You see how at the end of the book it's the same narrative as it was in the beginning? Because the Most High doesn't change, as these pagan, Roman Catholic, Christian anti-messiahs would want you to believe. Now, what is the Most High going to tell us? Revelation 21:4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. What's the former things, man? The temporary suffering that we're going through right now. You see? All that shit is going to be a thing of the past once Yahweh Shai comes to save us, man. All that sorrow and suffering, everything that we had to go through as a people, is all going to be left here in Babylon the Great. You see, and wherever else brothers are going to be gathered, and all throughout the world, brothers being gathered up into that chariot. All the sorrow is going to be a thing of the past, man. And it will never be found anymore again amongst the Israelites. This is the gospel, the good news. You see? Verse 5 says what? And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. Meaning what? Everything that we find written in the pages of these different Bibles that we read is what's going to be fulfilled. It's going to come to pass, just like the Most High said it would come to pass. You see, because the Most High is the power of his word, man. Verse 6 says what? And he said unto me, it is done. I am the Alpha and Omega. Who is this speaking? This is the Lord Yahweh Shai. You see? The beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely, and he's doing that for us right now. We're drinking of this living water every day, freely. We didn't have to pay for this. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai bestowed this upon us freely. You see? Verse 7 says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. There it is, man. You see? Showing you that this suffering is not going to last forever, man. It's only temporary. And what awaits us is what? Eternal glory. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And so with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.